G'day everybody, this video is brought to you by FTX. If you haven't got an account already, you can get 10% off your trading fees by clicking on the link below in the description. You'll see that. You can also see how to raise orders using that very simple platform. So guys, I wanted to show you guys today exactly how I go about trading on a day like today. Of course, we have found ourselves selling off quite heavily after a good couple of weeks of not a great deal going on. Any buying activity has now been wiped out. We did break above 10,000 really strong a couple of weeks back and rejected that almost straight away. Not yesterday, the day before, so Thursday, we did tap above 10,000 again. And of course, the following day, we see a big sell-off. So what does that mean? Could Bitcoin fall further? Yeah, absolutely. Could we be in for a change of scenery? Could we go from the bullish sentiment into bearish sentiment? Well, that's also a possibility as well. But right now, when I look at the daily, it's not telling me enough. There's not enough information there for me to really be massively bearish. I'm certainly not massively bullish, but I'm also not massively bearish. And I'll look at the 1 month chart here, and I'll show you, we've had a couple of really big months. Of course, we did see a big sell-off month, but a huge rejection. Then the following month, 34.59. The month after that, 9.33%. And at the moment, we got a little bit of negative in the monthly candle of June. Still a long way to go, of course. So again, there's not that much information for me to really ground anything out too high on the higher time frames. So what do I do? Well, the only option that I have got is to go to the lower time frames and look for opportunities there, looking at that cradle strategy. Now, if I go to the 4, what we'll notice here is that we do not have a downtrend. We have a higher high and a lower low. Now, we know that I like to trade trends. So I go looking for where that trend may be and start to look for opportunities that may present themselves. Now, as I stand or sit here with you now on the 30 minute and the 15, we did have a nice trend running through here. Not a great deal of good opportunity there, I must admit, but it's these little pullbacks that I'm after. It's not really got the cyclicity that I'm after right now. So across the entire top 10 perpetual trading list, what I'm looking for on the 15 minute, if nothing else, is to get another lower high. If I can have a lower high here and breaks through this low, I'll have a lower low. Once I've got that 15 minute starting to trend properly, I can then start to look for those little pullbacks into that cradle zone. Now, they might not be lots, they might not be lots at all, but if I can get a trade on there with a very small stop loss or a very tight stop loss, and we do see the bottom fall out of the market, well, then there is enormous profits that can be picked up at those times. Now, don't forget to go back through and watch my slippage video as well. That was last week, and that will help you to understand how you can trade these lower time frames and on what products. So if I go through the top 10 now, with that case in mind, we've not got the trend here. Perhaps elsewhere we may do, where we have a lower high and a lower low. Ethereum here, well, this is the lower high, this is the low. I want to see this move further down. I want to see convergence come back on that MACD on our 15 minute here on Ethereum, and I'm going to continue to watch that. With XRP, very similar to that of Ethereum, with a lower high and a lower low. I want to see the next leg down because currently we are quite divergent. Bitcoin Cash in very much the same position, and we might see a little bit of pullback today. It was quite a decent drop across the board, so it wouldn't surprise me at all to see a little bit more of a pullback up into this region. Now, with the 4 hour here on Bitcoin Cash, we can see messy through here, the bigger picture, lower high, and we'll see that I think on the 8 hour here. Yep, here's our lower high, lower high, lower low, officially downtrending. So just waiting for the opportunity, looking for that opportunity to get that little cradle trade on, or if you trade my Fibonacci booster strategy or breakouts, the same sort of thing can be said, but I am looking to these lower time frames at the moment for my opportunities. The only problem that I've got with this little bearish candle is the current divergence. BSV, look, it's a little bit ugly out there, but it is definitely a more bearish chart. As you can see, we have been making lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high for quite some time, and that's the sort of thing I'm looking for. I'm looking to join that higher time frame momentum where I can. If I can't find it, it's the lower time frames that I go to. Now, I'm not going to take half decent trades. I'm going to take good trades. I want to find really nice setup. Something like this, I want to see it pull back in a little bit closer. I want to get into that cradle zone and then capture the potential large downside that these crypto can give us. It moves extraordinarily fast. Of course, the S&P and the major global indices did sell off pretty hard overnight. Will that follow in to a further decline of the crypto market? Will it bounce back? There's so many unknowns at the moment with the markets being so volatile in every single sense of the word. I'm just going to be prepared. Lower high, lower low. Want that convergence to kick in. Another lower high and lower low here. Should probably get that and put me into the position where, yeah, I'm very keen to be looking at these lower time frames. EOS the same. We need to wait for that next leg down. Binance is in a little bit of a better position, although it is still divergence thanks to this massive collapse through here. A low, a lower high, and a lower low is present, but the divergence is there. Once again, push to those lows, and I'll be good to go. Cardano has one additional little bonus down here that we might just set up throughout the day with two tests, which two tests are support. A push down into here, another lower high, and we're starting to plan out that potential trade. Might get it later on. Don't forget, trading well is about planning your trades before you take them. And this is what the process is for me right now. And I'm focusing on this top 10 chart, also these top 10 markets, because they've got more liquidity. And I want to, if I'm going to be trading lower time frames, I want to make sure that I'm getting filled on my trades, that I don't get too much slippage, because the position sizes will be far greater. So really, ladies and gentlemen, it is about waiting for these lower time frame trends to kick in. If we do see further downside on Bitcoin across the top 10 today, I'll be trading those 15-minute charts. If we see a bigger move up, if we see a greater bounce back up, well, I'll just be going up to the higher time frames and waiting until I get my opportunity. It is a period where we're seeing a lot of uncertainty, is probably the best way of putting it. There are a couple of things that I will say though. When it comes to the daily chart, look at Cardano now. Look where Cardano sits. Now you know this cradle trading strategy. It's pulled back into that cradle zone. If we do see a bit of a recovery, then we may just get beautiful cradles setting up on some of these markets, the markets that have been moving better. One of the others that I have here is Shitbird. So you look at where that is. Let me get rid of that line for you. Look at this beautiful trend. Now this trend is not broken. This trend is still convergent. This trend is still up. It's very strong. It's just been grinding out higher highs for such a long time that a pullback like this, even though it was sharp and abrupt, it could be just what we need to get a perfect little cradle trade, just like what's setting up right now. So keep your eyes on the prize, guys. Lower lows, if we see it, the 15s where I'll be looking, 15 and 30. If we do see this bounce, I'll be going to the daily charts tomorrow and doing a full analysis to see if I can find some squeaky, clean little cradles. Have a great day, trade safe, trade well, open your FTX account in the description below. And if you haven't watched the video on raising your orders, please do so. Let me know if there's anything else that you need to know to get you trading. Okay, I know the market conditions haven't been brilliant of late, but there are still opportunities available. There are 3 trading strategies that I teach, and if you need some help or there's something that you're not sure of, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see to getting something across to you. Have a great day and fantastic weekend. From FTX and the Trader Cobb team, bye for now.
The Trader Cobb Crypto Show, talking business in blockchain.